What is up, guys? Half Slab Bacon back with another episode of Ark on the Lost Ark server. Doesn't it look funny? I'm swimming around underwater with no helmet on. I have it on, I'm just hiding it. Yeah, I like it better without it for the intro. So, yeah, some stuff and things have happened. Let's hop on Dr. Evil here and check it out. So, there's our base that we set up last episode, and to be quite frank, I really wanted to get this sorted out. Midget got a little tired and it wasn't bedtime yet after we were done, because, you know, we were at it in the ocean for a lot of hours. So I basically spent the rest of the evening without recording, just trying to figure out the best location here for a giant box. And this is it. To give you an idea where I am, I'm at 9149, or if we look on the map, bang, right in that little alcove there. Yeah. So this why I wanted to put the water base down in this area, because it does have like kind of the largest stretch of flat land to work with. So what we got here is we're about 4 or 5 of the structures up off the ground. Now, you could do this in vanilla, even though I'm using S+. You could do this because you see how it's clipping. Well, this side's barely touching, but the other side is actually in. So basically, what I did was I just squared off of the Visqueen and then came up with the largest dimensions possible. And this is what we got. We have 19 of the vacuum tubes this way, and 29 or 39, 29 this way, and they count as a 2x2. You can actually see the vanilla ones are like 1 and a bit, but the S+ ones are fixed to be 2x2 for building with other things. So from there, once I figured out as big of a box as we could fit, I just tried to figure out height and then started building. So I've got a behemoth glass hatch in the center. It is an odd number, you'll notice, even though this is a 4x4, because those are 2x2. You see how we've got one of the vacuum tubes in each, so we can do that kind of thing. So yeah, what can I tell you? I've spent a lot of resources and even had to go back out harvesting. So, I mean, it's basically a box, right? We've got the 12 high S+ walls, 4 high, and 12 high, and then you can see the single walls on the bottom. That is because the 4 high and the 12 high would not connect. They would not link to the S+, but you can see these clip just fine. And the ceilings clip. So basically all I did was come up with a pattern that was good enough to get doors and everything else I wanted laid out in. And from there, what we're doing in between these 12 highs, and the reason we've got the 4 highs in between them, I'll show you. We're going to run another thing there in a sec, but I basically wanted to show you. I would have brought you guys in for the start of this, but you know, laying out the floor itself isn't that interesting, and the amount of crafting that's had to be done for this, guys, was redonkulous. So I decided, I did some testing, and the Mosa being the biggest guy to get in, we absolutely have to have either behemoth gates, which I played around for a while trying to figure out a good way to snap behemoth gates on the side of these, and I wasn't happy with anything I found, to be quite frank. Like nothing. So instead I decided to use these large force field walls, which you can see are 4 tall. So if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think I screwed up here. Yeah, I totally screwed up here. This should be 8 wide off the center. So we're in the center here. 1, 2. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, what? So we don't need that. I had it right the first... What the for shizzle, man? Okay, so 8 by 8, as I was saying. Apparently I'm losing the ability. You just stay there before you, like, get yourself killed somehow. He'll get stuck in a frickin' thing and die or something. So we're gonna go like this on either side. And this is just so we can do, like, a clear box pattern around it when we're done. So we're using the 4 highs here to match that 8. And this gives us an 8 by 8. Now in my testing, the smallest you could get with these force field walls, a Mosa through comfortably, is about a 6 by 6. So an 8 by 8, you know, it gives us a little room to play with. It's good. It's a thing. And then we can go like this up top to seal our box in. No. There we go. Fortunately, these things only have like one snap point. We've got no weird snap points here. So this has been pretty easy until something like that happens. No, I don't want to pick up the force field wall. Hello? I guess I have no choice but to pick up the force field wall. Pick up the glass wall. You know, at least you can pick it up. You don't have to demolish it like other Ark stuff. So there, we got those. We should be able to put these bad boys in. See, just doing this small piece, look how much time it's taken us. This is why I got the bulk of it done. Also, every time I think I have enough of these, I don't. I just came back from crafting. So you can see I used the 4 pattern here rather than placing the 1s. And with the rest of these, that's just so we can get the metal pattern around it. I'm going to make all of these transparent. But what I want to do with this is get these bad boys and have our center like so. So this level is inside, whereas up top isn't exposed. Oh, I'm getting tired. Time to get on the shark. Are we good? We're good. It's good. It's good. It's good. So I would like to have these, and I measured out from the bottom, guys, to make sure I was completely centered. That's why there's that behemoth gate in the center. I figured that was the easiest way to do it. Mosas can't get through that. They're not big enough. But, you know, a shark or basically anything other than a Mosa or Plessy can get through. So that leaves me the liberty to do this. And then you scare me. I don't want you accidentally breathing oxygen. So come here. So then I can drag this thing across, and we'll have doors above on the top half, doors on the bottom half, which I think will be pretty cool. We've gonna have like a viewing area, you know, we'll put like beds and that kind of stuff up there, and then have a crafting area down here with all the other stuff, and just have it kind of centered. And I think we should be in range that, like, if we put the S plus, or not S plus, the AA grinder and that kind of thing in here, it should be in range to grab everything from the dinos. A feeding trough or 2 at most should cover this whole area. And then what I'm thinking is like those pillars that go up and down. Just putting the tech ladders in for appearance sake and that kind of thing. So how I've got that cross structure up top, I kind of want to have the exact same thing going on up here. We've got 4 points to get in, off, and I'm almost out already. I'm gonna have to go craft more. We've got 4 points to get off of either side, and what I've gone and done here is I'm gonna have ladders in the corners, but on the very bottom, like say I just want to get in, you know, I could TP in, but if I just feel like going in manually, I've got moon pools in the 4 corners here, so you can just go through the moon pool, run down the hall corridor, and hop on an elevator. Or actually, I might use elevators. That could be cool. Wonder if we can get those in here. But yeah, that'll be a thing. It'll be a thing. You'll be able to hop on an elevator or the other stuff and things. Also, you'll be able to... Can we open that? Oh, cool. I was also thinking we'd have, like... Wait, do I have them on me? No, wrong. Wrong guy. We'll have these bad boys. Where are they? Say in each corner as well. No? Oh, maybe it won't connect to the same ones the moon pool. Dang it, Bobby! What? Dang it, I kind of wanted that there. Close back porthole. We could have it like here though. You know what I mean? On each side. That could be a thing, but we'll have these for easy access in areas as well. All right. So yeah, I don't know why I'm getting so much lag right now. It's probably because I've been teleporting back and forth so much. But yeah, I've set up 6 of these because it's easier to teleport back and forth with silica pearls. And that gives me like 1,500 in a pop, which weighs next to nothing to bring over, yet 3,000 weighs 3,000 pounds. So, yeah. Let's turn this bad boy on. Let's go into tech. We're going to need to... Actually, I want to highlight these, because I want to try and use those as well. And we're going to need... I ran out of all my crafted polymer, like basically everywhere, which is ridiculous. Let's just go all. Pull all the organic. I've gone and farmed many times. Okay, we don't need 100. I'm almost tempted to, you know that? Let's say... I think I've got about 25 or so. So let's say... of those. And then... I don't even think 75 of those are going to be enough. And it's going to be black pearls I'm going to run out of. Yep, black pearls. Go figure. Alright guys, so I'm in what will be our crafting area, and just kind of hollowing it out. Thankfully, S Plus has this gun for this, which makes it so easy. I put moon pools in each of the corners, and what I've done is gone and made this 3 tall so we can get like an S Plus replicator in here, because they are big and annoying, but they're a necessary evil. Like, could you imagine having to do all this by hand? Ugh. I wouldn't even want to play vanilla. Now, is that still a bug? It appears that is still a bug. And I've seen this in past where, see how it says hold to open bottom porthole? Oh. Is that why? Okay, I see what's going on there. Yeah. Okay, so that's what it is. The bug is fixed, but unfortunately, because the way it's like a half thing, yeah. Look at this, coolest video game effect ever. Is that awesome or what? So all I'm doing is I'm working on the top here, and unfortunately with these extensions, when you reconnect them to the main room, I think I might even go up one up here. I don't know. It feels too cramped to me. I think I'm just gonna spend the money. I made a bunch of tech replicators because my grinders return 100%. Normally the grinders don't, but I have mine custom configured so that it does, and used them because they weigh a lot less than materials to bring back here. This is awesome. So I don't know, I've got the ability now to craft right on site and some materials to do it with. I might go one higher up here and put more stuff up here and make this the larger one. We'll see. I still want the one in the middle because I think it would be cool, but I just kind of noticed because I put stairs in it, it makes it like, yeah, it makes it really, there's not a lot of room for stuff down there. Like, look at the replicators sticking out. But yeah, once that's done, I can just go like this. Bam! Does not look amazing. But yeah, as soon as I go back here, whoops, that's not what I meant to do. And do this again, see? Oh, such an awesome feeling though. So yeah, I'm gonna keep working away. I might craft the elevators after all. I don't know. That could be cool, right? Alright, peeps. So many hours later. Basically a complete redesign. Yeah, it looks good though, doesn't it? Like, yeah, I like it. These hallways are good. I went with a completely square box here, and I decided I wanted that down here. So in order to make room for everything else, still have room for decorations and everything, the moon pool is now in the middle. Because I pulled it apart and rebuilt it, I kept getting parts with water in them still. It was super annoying. I think I've got them all out now. I've laid out some lights. I've got a SL power node hidden in the grinder there. The grinder is placed up here just because if you do show range, you can kind of see it's about as good as we're gonna get with one grinder here. It covers basically the whole place. So yeah, that's good. I'm good with that. We've got a feeding trough under each step here. I think that should get pretty close to the whole area. If not, I'll hide some down there. Let's go down and see the rest. So what I ended up doing, I mean, there's so much work to go still, but I put gates here on each end, and the rest of this is gonna get cleared out. But the slope, the reason I went with a straight box is, look at this. That's no good, man. I am in air right now. Look, I can eat, and I can take that off and I have no oxygen meter. So that's not good, right? Because that means other stuff could suffocate, so I don't want that in the pen. I'm okay with it up here, because truth be told, I'll probably very seldomly use these doors. I'll just have to point out to Midget to be careful with that. Yeah. So I'm okay for the looks up here. All this still has to be, you know, the transparency changed and all that jazz, but there's no way that's getting done. This is already multiple days of long weekend grind fest here. So these ones I left in the corner just because we can only have the one high there. That works for me. I opted to have the teleport pad for the actual base area in the very center up top here. And then you can see that I've got the mutator over there, because when I'm looking at stuff for the mutator, it's probably going to be going out when we're going out on the sea anyways, so it would be more convenient to pull up to it with a dino and do that. But yeah, all these halls are done now. The gates, as we had said, and where is it? I think it's this one. I want to try the elevator. I confirmed I can latch one on. So what I'm thinking of doing is something like this, and then just having it come up like on the bias there. Unfortunately, every time you do an update like that, it floods every compartment, right? So I just need these at each impasse there, and I'd be good to go, because as you can see, I was able to place it down here. So let's drain all this for now and not worry about it. Over here, this I found weird. So the gates for these things wanted to snap inside because I had the moon pool there, so we can come in from underneath anytime we want if we're just coming here to get stuff quick and come up. And then these are actually the regular force field walls. So the moon pool ones are facing air, but the regular force field ones go in here. So all of them are like that now on each corner, which I think is epic. You can see we've got our center moon pool there. That's all lit up. I'll do tech lights and stuff eventually, but for now I think that's good. I just have to figure out where I want to put the actual teleport pad for down here. So what I'm thinking is, I think I'm actually gonna build a box up above that. All right, guys, are you ready for it? Are you ready for it? Ka-chow. So we are over a week later. This has been now filmed over 2 weeks. I came back and I cleared out the transparency of the glass. Oh, there's one of our guys. Yeah. I also bred up a bunch of penguins. I had mentioned several episodes back that... You follow me, dude? That midgets had wanted to breed a super penguin army. So while I was doing some other stuff, I bred them up. And out of the rejects, I took all the females and killed them off and brought all the males over here. So they all have really stupid names like Melee Health, whatever, from the mutations and stuff. And I brought them all over here and just put them on to wander so that they can just wander around the cage. All the glass, oh, the leg has been cleaned up. Now, because of the way the force field walls work here, these guys can get out, and they eventually will all, like, get out, and when we're loading this area, they'll wander, and they'll die. They will get killed, but it's a thing. You know, whatever. I figured they'd look cool wandering around the pool. They get stuck in the sides, though, which is super annoying. So I painted up these guys so they're good to go. And we have access that way. And then on the bottom, I added, like I said, it's been over a week, so all of this was done like in bits and pieces off camera when I ever had time. On top of this, I added these gates, and I don't even know if sharks can... No, see, so a megalodon can't even get through there. So, yeah. It's not actually that useful, seeing as a megalodon's probably going to be the smallest thing we have here. But I like the way it looks, anyhow. I did the trick where you put the glass gates in to get your glass doors, and then snap the glass or tech gates over top, so it looks good, and glass gate on the bottom. Over here, I changed these up to doors. I just found just having the straight portal there looked a little weird from the outside, so I changed these up so they're doors. And that gives it the look of structural integrity. Lighting's been added. All the things have been added. You can see we've got our feeding troughs on each corner. We've got the baby feeding troughs, which have been updated since I started this, and the hitching posts on all four corners, so we can breed at all four corners. I don't know that I'll bring the mutators here. I don't think we'll need that level of work. I pooed. But I added in the elevator platforms on all four sides and have got them coming up. And yeah, now you can see why I figured that would be cool with the penguins. I just thought it would be cool if you're walking the aisles here and stuff to, you know, see random penguins swimming around. Eventually, they probably will all escape, or most will. It'll be a thing. Whatever. I'm not too worried about it. But yeah, the stops are built in. The glass is slightly transparent. Lighting has been added in all the corners. And this area has been completed. So I'm still going to do more to decorate it, but we've now got the moon pool thing going on in the center. We've got storage built in, and let's get rid of the name tags at least so you guys can see. I tamed up a couple of these guys, so we have some achatina and organic polymers. So we've got vampire eyes here, Satan Tina instead of Argentina. Get it? Huh? And Santa Tina, because he's wearing the Santa hat. So yeah, just the costumes and, you know, their points and all the stuff. And then crafting area over here with all the core essentials. Of course, this here, which is supposed to be pulling, but I don't know. These things are so buggy right now. I hope whatever's going... Well, no, see, it's pulling those. But again, not pulling the organic polymer. So in the four different locations, we have these things set up. They behave differently in all the locations. Of course, we've got our tech replicator S+ there. And, you know, just sitting area over here. We've got the building extras and stuff. And we've got the Ecos Tech. And we've got our blueprint maker here. And our skin maker, of course, so we can make skins for water dinos. And I've started decorating Did I? Okay. Apparently I'm punching... That's weird. Oh, and there goes my phone. Again. Sorry, guys. My bad. I apologize. But yeah, now we've got all the core comforts of home in our crafting area here. So we can craft up. Food cooking and storage, obviously, over here. And instead of taking the elevator, we'll just go this way. I did put the ladders so we can climb up. And I can't remember if I showed or not, but I've got... Oh yeah, there's a dead spot here with water that I can't get rid of. So it is possible to swim. You know, the meat spoiler and that kind of thing. And these guys are set to wander. But I've got a hitching post here they're attached to, the S+ hitching post, so that they can't move, and they'll just always be up there, which I thought is kind of cool. Now, somebody else did this. It's not my idea. Somebody else did it. Mr. gentleman from Nerd Parade, Mr. Nick. But yeah, I really thought that would be cool to see them swimming around. They seem to like it up top here. Mostly. Ah! So the center one down there, the one on each side there. Up here, we've got our teleporter. We've got our thing. What do you call it? The S Plus transmitter down there, so we can upload water dinos if we want and transfer them to other maps at a later date. See, isn't this cool? They do get stuck though. Like, look at the... See? They get stuck. And then I have to do that. Yeah, it's thing. They're stupid. They're idiots. No, I don't think the hitbox with S Plus and the way they swim is... Something needs to be tweaked there. But yeah, we've got all this beautiful area. We've got our top walkway well lit up. I pooped again. It's all good. I'm happy with it. And as I think I mentioned, completely square box down there because of loading issues. So I've set up a couple of beds and just this for now. Midget and I are going to come decorate this and make this like a lab with the Ecos Tech Mod stuff. And, you know, because basically it's an observation deck with some beds and our Death Helper stuff and things. And yeah, I think I showed this, how you've got this oxygen area with these sloped ones, so that was no good for down there. Couldn't have it. Couldn't have it. Poses too much of a threat. But now we've got our super cool water base, and you can see like I moved basically everything except the basils and the turtles here, and you can see how much space we have. The teleporters lined up in the center here so that we can teleport new water dinos directly in if we want, or just ones we're riding. We don't necessarily have to drive them back here. We can teleport them back from, you know, other bases that will have water access and that kind of thing. Overall, guys, I am ecstatic. I'm looking forward to getting into the water breeding here so we can do the other caves. I think the penguin thing will be a thing we continue to do, even in future. If we lose too many, I'll breed up some more because I do have like perfect breeding stock now and perfectly mutated ones. All in all, I think it's great, guys. Like, yeah, check it out. I am super ecstatic with that. So, weeks later, she's finally done. She's finally decorated. She looks amazing. I couldn't be more ecstatic. So, as always, guys, smash that like if you enjoyed the episode to help others like yourself who might enjoy the content find the channel. And if you're new and you haven't already, hit that sub button for more videos, people. Once again, thanks for watching. Bye.